So, what's up, y'all? I'm still trying to figure out all this stuff on YouTube and whatnot, but I still like to let everybody know who I am. So, people who do know me, what's up? Hey, people who don't know me, my name is Mark, and basically these are just my thoughts and me telling y'all what's been going on with me and what I got going on for myself. So, last night I was talking to a friend, and I've been realizing that one of the number one things that I had a real problem with just relationships and just people in period was my trust. Because somewhere down the line, things changed for me, or somebody made me feel like I couldn't trust them. And it's something I got to figure out, but I probably know who these people are and whatnot. But yeah, trust was a really hard thing for me to do, especially when when everything started really changing for me with certain people and stuff. So it was just like real hard for me to understand how to trust people and stuff. So for me, I feel like if I'm gonna call you my friend, our friendship has to be solid, of course, but my trust for you and your trust for me has to be solid too, because I'm noticing that if I can't trust you, I'm not gonna really want to do anything or whatever with you. Like, I'm gonna just not even want to associate with you, period. Which is all good and everything, but at the end of the day, I still gotta do things for me and not for nobody else, because can't nobody else do nothing but me. So, but same thing in a romantic relationship. If I feel like I can't trust you, then it's either something in me or something in you, or something that you've shown me that I can't trust you with, regardless of what it is, or how I feel, or what it is, whatever it is. Somewhere that thing is broken. That link that holds a lot is broken. Cause for a good little minute, I really couldn't trust family members with nothing. And I noticed that, like, if they say, oh, I'll do this for you, X, Y, and Z, or I'm here for you if you want to talk and whatnot. It's like, yeah, you can say that to people, but it's like, can I really trust you for when it's that time for me to say, hey, yo, I'm at one of my lowest points right now. Like, I'm usually can hold it on my own, but right now this is one of them I can't hold on to. It's like, I need help. But most people, for me, what I feel like, I feel like people who say they family, even if it's blood, people who aren't even your family, I feel like they actually mean it versus actual family members. Not to say that family members don't mean it, but it's just like, how do you really know? Because especially if we haven't talked in years, haven't done any, like hung out, like anything besides being around each other when somebody dies, which I feel like that shouldn't be the case. Like, if I'm telling you that I want to build a relationship with you, I need to trust you, that trust in that you want to do the same thing with me as well, because it can't be a one-way street. It has to be like two people meeting at the same point, and then it can be a one-way street where we walk together. But trust was like one of the hardest things for me to work on. Still is now, but I'm getting better at it, and that's okay. But that was like the main part that I was having a problem with, because heart was broken, couldn't trust nobody saying anything, doing anything. Like, And I really hate trying to go back to how I felt when I was heartbroken, but that whole relationship was cool. I had fun. You know, I had my ups and downs with it, but that had broke me a little bit more than what I thought it would, because some parts I feel like I handle certain situations immaturely and maturely, and I feel the same way about them. But at the end of the day, we agreed to what we agreed on. I'm cool. I'm happy for them. I hope they happy with whatever they got going on. But yeah, I noticed that afterwards, it really broke me down a little bit on certain people and trusting certain things, especially with information or like situations that I had stuff going on at that time. And it made me just like say, I'd rather just be alone, stay alone, and not really fool with nobody. Either like fool with nobody, period. Like no association, no talking to people or hanging out with friends, nothing. And or even trying to be in a relationship. I'm not trying to now. Like that's not my main goal or focus. So I'm not even worried about that. So that's out the question. Because I rather if I am going to be in a relationship, our friendship has to be like can't even be penetrated to where people can't even break us apart or anything. And plus other stuff coming that factor into it, but that's all here or there. But yeah, it took me a minute to really understand certain things about myself that I'm still learning now. And one of those is that I have to trust, because if I can't do it, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna get nowhere, but in certain situations and relationships, I'm not gonna go anywhere or get anywhere, because I need that. It's the only way I can make whatever work. But like I've been saying, I'm not mad at nobody about what happened. Can't be mad. I can only be mad at myself for what went wrong and wherever. I'm happy for everybody that been in my life in that way, romantically or just friends, family, whoever. But I understand that trust is one of those big things that I really had to work on and feel. Like I had to feel it, not just work on it. I had to feel it too, because if I don't feel it, I'm not gonna get nowhere, and that's okay. At a certain point, it's okay. It's not okay in general, but it's okay that if I don't trust something, I don't trust it, whether it's good or bad. But yeah, after that whole situation, I had felt like anybody that knows me, I love my hair, I love my locks. So I believe in that. I believe in energy with a lot of other stuff, and I felt like at that time I had to cut my hair off to get all that bad energy that I was feeling towards that person or whatever the situations that was going on at that time. I had to get all that off of me so I could feel better about myself in order for me to move on in life and not worry about anything or anyone. And so I had cut my hair off, and I felt good, but I also felt bad because I felt like I was cutting off memories, knowledge, all of that stuff, like that was gonna be going away, which wasn't the real case. It's just that that's how I felt, but I was just cutting it off because I wanted to just breathe, feel like I could breathe and be okay with myself, knowing that everything happens for a reason, that I'll be okay. But I'd say like after I did that, probably months later or so, I let my hair. Of course, I let my hair grow out and I put them back in because I just love locks in general. But that's all good. Um, But yeah, I felt like I had to do a hard reset and just like stay away from certain people, limit my contact with certain people and everything. But it took a minute. It took a minute. But yeah, I feel like I'm doing all right and good now, which is cool. I just want people to understand that if you feel like I hate you, hey man, we can find a way to talk about whatever the situation is and we can keep it pushing. But, you know, I'd rather talk things out with people versus any other situation. But I'm always willing to work on a friendship. If it's not a good friendship for me, I'm not gonna work on it. But if it is, hey, we can talk about whatever, and keep it going. Because I feel like that was that still is and will always be my main goals, to make sure whoever I'm associated with or whatever is that the friendship is solid, because that's one of the major backbones to me and what a relationship is, regardless of it's friendship or romantic or platonic, whatever you want to, words you want to use. I feel like that's one of the major backbones in anything, because without it, you can't get nowhere. That's how you started off the relationship as friends, and y'all moved on into business partners or whatever the case may be. And I feel like some people really don't understand that. And I understand some people do, some people don't, and that's okay. But I really, really understood when I was going through this hard time, which I found out for myself that I was actually depressed, because I always told people I never was. I never had to deal with that, which is true. I never was, and I never did. But I guess on the outside looking in, people didn't know, but on my end, I knew. It's just that I felt like I couldn't express that to nobody about it, because I felt like nobody would care about me, because like I'm one of the easiest, coolest people to get along with, and I don't really like causing trouble with nobody. But everybody has their own point of view on whatever it is that they got going on, and that's all good. But I just know that next time I ever feel like I'm in a depressive state, which I've told some people that I felt like, and I still sometimes feel like this, that I should just like cut off everybody in my life for a minute and just check into a mental hospital and just stay in there until I'm ready to come back to do whatever it is that I'm here to do, besides helping friends and making art or whatever it is, because sometimes I can handle it, sometimes I can't. But I understand that I got to get somewhere, and I will get somewhere. I just got to keep working towards whatever I want to be. And I feel like if I can, my one of my goals is to build a support system with family and without family members. And right now, I'm kind of having a hard time with that, but it's okay. But I feel like I've been rambling too long, so yeah. I'll be back sometime another day. Probably not tomorrow, but I'll be back for sure. But if y'all ever want to hit me up, people who know how to get to me will. And if I need to talk to some of y'all, we can. We'll talk about it when the time is right. But I appreciate y'all showing some support. And if y'all know anybody that's, going through the same things, or just want to watch my journey, just go ahead and share this video. Tell them that I tell them what kind of person I am on every video. Or if they just watch my journey, they'll know what type of person I am, or what I'm trying to be, or who I am trying to be. But yeah, I'll see y'all another time. I like doing this. I like doing this. Letting people hear me out so they can know, like, it's okay. I'm okay. I'll be there. I'll be okay. But yeah, I like letting people hear me out for a minute, just to be heard. I'm not trying to ask for no sorry story or anything. It's just to be heard and share what's going on with me. That's all, y'all. But yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Hope everybody have a good weekend. Be safe. Please be safe. And yeah, peace out.